source of inspiration. To make it to the end, you know you gotta fight to win. So watch the R spot, it'll fix your problem. Get up, get up, get up. Hey, only on the R spot, yeah.
Welcome to Season 4 of the R Spot, the place we come to talk about all things relationships, about all kinds of relationships. And we're starting Season 4 with a very special treat. We did our very first ever R Spot Live in Washington, D.C., where people came together. Not only did they have an exquisite brunch prepared by a wonderful chef, we talked about a major relationship issue, trust. Here's what we did.
Got people coming from there. Y'all don't even know this song, do you? Ling Ting Tong from China, long tall salad from but nobody from Brooklyn. That is so low, Lance. Hi, that is just low down. Good afternoon. I told him yesterday that Function at the Junction was, always will be, always has been my favorite song. So he had to play that for me this morning. Welcome to the R Spot Live. We're doing today is an live R Spot, meaning I've come today to look at, examine, explore all issues related to relationships and how we can make our relationships better. That's what the R Spot is about. And every single week for the past 14 weeks this year, and for the past 3 years, I put up a video every Tuesday about relationships. Every single Tuesday at 2 o'clock. As long as Fix My Life isn't on. When Fix My Life is on, we don't do R Spot. When Fix My Life is off, we do R Spot.
My name is Latasha Rose. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Today my experience was learning a lot about truth, learning a lot about trusting myself, and as well as God, and trying not to have the same experiences twice by learning and having faith that that I can trust and build new experiences.
And then what happens is we get emotionally and spiritually stuck, and then we say we can't trust or we can't forgive, when really what it is that we're emotionally constipated. So I wanted to give you that so that you can begin when you're feeling stuck, or to get in touch with the feeling so that you can move it. Because what stands between us and trust usually is a feeling. Okay? I want to, where's the chef? Yes. Yes. Come on, beloved. Is he single? Is he single? I don't know. I didn't get into all of that. Here's our chef. But wait a minute. Chef with us today, kindergarten teacher in his other life. Look at that. I want you to see him. They want to know if you're single. Are you single?
I'm not married, but I have a girlfriend.
Well, then say no, I'm not single. That's why we get in trouble in relationships. So here's the new century language is not are you married, are you partnered? Okay, don't ask them if they married, because they're going to lie about that anyway. Say, are you partnered? So, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right. Powerful black men doing powerful black things. Yeah. So here, isn't it interesting that we're talking about trust today? You had no idea who cooked that food and what was in it. And you ate it. So don't say you don't trust. Don't say you don't trust. What happens very often is we trust that what we don't want to happen will happen. So we put our trust in the wrong things. Because nobody was wondering, well, did they wash these greens? Was this good salmon or the cheap salmon on sale? We trust that what we don't want will happen. Or we trust that what happened before will happen again. And why is that? It's because trust is an assumption. It's a fundamental assumption that we make about ourselves, about situations, or about other people. Trust is a state of mind. Really, it's not something that you have to give and take away. It's a state of mind that reflects the choice that you're making, both about yourself and about what you know. Trust is the foundation upon which we base our behavior and make our choices. And in this life, choice is your power. Your power ain't your money or your bank account. Choice is your power. And how you make your choices and the way in which you make your choices determines how you stand or don't stand in your power. How many of us knew that? Yeah. So choice, trust, a state of mind, a demonstration of power, a foundation upon which we make choices. We don't think it, people will say, oh, I don't trust nobody. No, that's not you. Hopefully, is this me? Oh, I get to click myself. Stop the madness. I'm trusting that this is going to work. I don't need this. I just put this up here because I figured you all would want something to write. Because I can talk about trust all day long.
My name is Lucy Coutinho. I am from Rhode Island. I did travel all the way from Rhode Island to DC. I actually lived in DC and I love this city. And when I heard she was here, I had to come. The one thing that did stand out for me today was to trust myself, because it's a challenge that I have personally.
Trust. It begins with trusting yourself. That's why we don't trust other people. I know we think it's not, but you don't trust yourself. Let me speak for myself, because I can see the brilliance in your eyes. And I know I'm just not talking about you. I'm talking about me. Because I am a lowly human, subject to lose my mind at any moment. I was having a nervous breakdown on Wednesday because for some reason or another, Law and Order wasn't on. Not one single station. And usually we has it on Monday and Tuesday night. Who knows what I'm talking about? It wasn't on this week, was it? And no one told me anything. And I wanted to write a strongly worded letter of complaint, but I wasn't sure who to write it to. So by Wednesday, I hadn't seen not one episode of Law and Order, because I just couldn't stay up until it came on at 5 a.m. on TNT. Who knows what I'm talking about? So by Wednesday, I was literally having a nervous breakdown. And then lo and behold, Channel 66, I don't know what it is, they played an episode. Yes, Channel 66. It was truly divine. Here's what I want you to get. Listen to me. Take a breath. You are the only one who gets to say what goes on in your life. You are the only one who gets to say what goes on in your life. So you have to trust that moment by moment you can and will make the decision to have what you want going on in your life. You are the only one who gets to say what goes on in your life. And if it's going on in your life, it's because you've allowed it. It's because you've invited it. It's because you allow it to stay. I don't care what it is, from gas to poverty. If it's in your life, it's there by energetic invitation, because trust is an energetic experience that creates a state of mind that governs choices and behavior. You are the only one who gets to say what goes on in your life.
Well, I hope you enjoyed part 1 of our very first ever R Spot Live on the topic of trust. So go back and watch it again. And what did you learn about trusting yourself, trusting others, trust in relationships? Next week, we're going to bring you part 2. The R Spot. Ask your question. That was... Forget it. There he goes with the coffee. What are they signing up for? Okay. Follow me on Facebook, right? sign up for my Instagram.
Right, you're on Instagram.
Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Okay, but I don't know what you do where.
Get out.